Hey, what's up, y'all? Week one of the 2023 football season is now in the books. It was a great opening weekend of college football. We had games, Thursday, all the way un- until yeah, all the way through Monday night. It was something that we're not going to see again this year yet. No more Sunday or Monday games. So yeah, so normally I'll be doing this recap video on Mondays instead of Tuesdays. But anyway, so yes, we're gonna talk about some of the biggest winners and losers. Anyway, so I guess while they're fresh on our minds, I guess let's talk about uh, the uh, uh, the games from last night and the night before. Let's start with Clemson. Uh, yeah, Clemsoning is back. Yeah, what what are y'all doing? Yeah, you lose. You lost to Duke by 3 touchdowns. Yeah, what are you doing, Clemson? I mean, I picked you to win the ACC. I mean, that's not happening. I mean, it's probably going to be Florida State. Yeah, I'm just being real. Um, but yeah, I mean, Duke is a good team, but I mean, y'all are way more talented than Duke. But I mean, your problem was, there's too many, turnovers in the red zone. I mean, really in like the second half, you had like three straight trips into the red zone. Yeah, three, and came away with no points. Of course, you really just left a lot of points um, on the field and not on the board. So you did have a missed field goal in the first half, and like I said, in the second half, it was you know a missed field goal. Right, you got down to like first and goal from the one, and your kicker ends up missing it. Yeah, he just shanked it. He just he just missed it badly. So yeah, and then of course the back to back fumbles in the red zone, and that's really what r- r- really what killed you. I mean that's about. I mean that's probably like at least 20 points. You left off the board. 20. 23. You getting like 20 or 24 points left off the board. Good job to Duke, getting those turnovers. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So I mean, you could move the ball on offense, just couldn't score. So and then I mean Duke, they had a good running game. I mean Riley Leonard Skinnerd. Yeah, he wasn't that effective throwing the ball. He was much more effective as a runner. Had 98 rushing yards. One of them was like a 44-yard touchdown run that really broke the game open was really the turning point. So yeah, but as for Cade Klubnik and DJ Ukulele, yeah, it looks like Clemson fans are saying maybe not Clemson fans, let us other fans making fun of Clemson. It's like y'all need y'all need DJ back. I guess you just don't know what you got till it's gone. So yeah, so would Clemson be a top 3 team in the SEC though? No, I don't think so. But I mean, I guess Duke would be a top 3 team in the SEC though. And now Florida and now LSU. What are you doing? Yeah, you lost to Florida State. Yeah, you lost to the felony state criminals. I mean, I mean, what's happened to your defense? It's like your defense, wasn't even there. I mean, there were several plays, where your defense was just out of position. Gave up a lot of big plays. I think there was a lot of that on both sides of the ball. Florida State's defense too. Just a lot of looking lost. Out of position. So I mean, Harold Perkins for LSU was such a great defensive player. Inside linebacker last year. Now they moved him to outside linebacker. Yeah, why? I don't know, but I mean, he was a non-factor, so I think y'all need to move him back inside. Anyway, but yeah, corn dogs. You got you got almost shut out. Well, basically you got shut out in the second half. You did get that garbage touchdown at the end. Yeah, you did. Somehow managed to score a one-play touchdown to make the score a little better. But so 45-24 says 45-17. But I mean, yeah, it looks like I was way wrong about Florida State. I thought LSU would win. I knew Florida State could win, but I mean, definitely was not expecting a blowout. Yeah, so I guess I owe FSU and an apology. Yeah, you're better than I thought you would be. Yeah, LSU. Yeah, very disappointed in you. Anyway, but then that Keon Coleman, Florida State, he's a beast. I mean, he was uncoverable. I mean, LSU really had no. I mean, they really had no answers for him. So anyway, I guess we can stay on these Sunday games. Keep working backwards. Yeah, speaking of the ukulele, as I talked about earlier. I mean, he had a good game. 200-something yards, 3 touchdowns. Oregon State wins. Was it 45-17? Yes, so defensively anyway, they played much better game than Southern Cal did. So anyway, yeah. So Northwest. So Rutgers. Rutgers. Beat Northwestern 24-7. I mean. I mean, Northwestern is just absolutely terrible. But I mean, Rutgers isn't very good either. But you don't have to be to beat Northwestern. So Northwestern, they're in a bad way. Getting their coach fired after Pat Fitzgerald gone after like 15 years after that hazing scandal. So yes, now your defensive coordinator is now your head coach, but you had actually just hired uh, as your DC. So yeah, it's really not looking good for Northwestern. And anyways, it's Saturday games. Now let's talk about South Carolina. Yeah, I mean it's not it's not just that you lost. It's the way that you lost. I mean, your your offensive line is complete trash. I mean, you couldn't run the ball at all. Yes, you had -2 yards rushing. Yes, -2 rushing yards. Yes, how does that happen? And I mean, you gave up 9 sacks. Yes, Spencer Rattler was sacked 9 times. As he was sacked 9 times, was running for his life the entire game. I mean, this loss really wasn't on Spencer Rattler. I mean, he did everything he could. He was like 30 of 39, 353 yards. No interceptions. The problem was no touchdowns either. He was getting no help from his running game. No help from the offensive line. This is bad. I mean, what's going to happen when you have to play Georgia? So, but I'll give credit to North Carolina. I really thought you were going to lose this game, but you didn't. So good job. But anyway, who else? Baylor. What happened? How do you lose to Texas State? Yeah, you lost to Texas State. It's almost as bad as losing to Georgia State. But anyway, it's not like it was a close game either. I mean, it's not like they barely beat you. I mean, it's not like they beat you on their last drive of the game or or anything like that. I mean, you were getting blown out by Texas State. It was like 42-24 at one point. But I mean, it ended up not being so bad. I mean, you did get a garbage touchdown at the end to come within 11 points. But yeah, I mean, they were simply the better team. I mean, this is bad for Baylor. I mean, you might not even make a bowl game. Fire Dave Aranda, maybe. But I know that that Baylor man has wanted the offense coordinator fired since last year. I'm I mean, Baylor had that one good year with Dave Aranda, but I mean, otherwise, I I mean, Baylor has just been, bad, otherwise. I thought they might take a step forward this year. And Blake Shapen, injured. He's out for next 2 to 3 weeks with a sprained knee. So let's see any other losers that we can. Oh yeah, what about Boston College? Yeah, you lost to Northern Illinois. Yeah, in overtime. I'm I mean Boston College is just bad. What were they like like 3-9 last year? Yeah, so there's really nothing to see here with Boston College, but and then Purdue. Yeah, you lost to Fresno State. Yeah, I know they're a good group of five team. They won 10 games last year. They even beat Washington State in their bowl game. Yeah, so now that's 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 back-to-back wins over Power Five teams for Fresno State. Yes, a good job, Fresno. And yeah, let's see, Illinois almost lost to Toledo. Ended up being what, like 30 to 28. Was actually a really good game. I wish I had watched it. There was like four lead changes. So yeah, so and Illinois had to come from behind to beat Toledo, but I mean, yeah, Toledo. Oh, anyway, yeah, how about Colorado and TCU. Yeah, yeah. So I owe Colorado players, fans, coaches, Dion. Yeah, an apology. So yeah, I'm sorry. I doubted y'all. Y'all are better than I thought y'all were gonna be. Now, TCU, you're worse than I thought you would be. After you went to you were in the national championship back in January. Yeah, January 9th. That's 65 to 7. To my Georgia Bulldogs, and it looks like we broke y'all. It's like, yeah, I knew y'all were gonna take a step back this year, but no, y'all are taking 2 steps back. Yeah, maybe even yeah, 3 steps back. I definitely, was not expecting you to fall off this much. Let's see, yeah, TCU, no defense. They just, went right through y'all. Yeah, you give it, yeah. So, so TCU, yeah, defense is trash. And then Chandler Morris, your quarterback. How did he beat out Max Duggan in the opening game? Yeah, Max Duggan was only playing because Chandler Morris got hurt. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, he's not very good either. But Anyway, as for Colorado, yeah, good job, Colorado, on beating TCU. I picked you to go, 3-9 was going to be better. I thought you'd only win, 3 or 4 games. Well, now I think you're going to win 5 or 6. I mean, I can see 5 more wins on the schedule. Yeah, I could see y'all making a bowl game, but I mean, it won't be easy. I mean, I can see a lot of weaknesses on your team. I mean, your defense is trash. Yeah, still trash. Outside of Travis Hunter. And then your offensive line is really undersized. You could barely run the ball. I mean, pass protection was okay, but you did give up 4 sacks. But I mean, you have a good quarterback. Sanders is a good quarterback. He threw for 500 yards, right, and like 4 or 5 touchdowns. So, I mean, Travis Hunter is a beast. I mean, you can play both sides of the ball. Cornerback and wide receiver, and I mean, he's really good on both sides of the ball. So, I mean, and I mean, you've got some playmakers on offense. So, but I mean, yeah, I still think you're gonna get destroyed when you go up against a team like Oregon or Southern Cal. So, yeah, still I still think they're gonna beat you by 30, but. So anyway, yeah, what else? Let's see. I guess we can talk a little bit about Georgia. Yes, we did beat UT Martin 48-7. We did have over 559 yards of offense. Yeah, it's like what else do you want from us? I mean, we beat Stanford 33-0 last year. I mean, it didn't really matter, look what happened. But by the end of the season, it's not about, how you start, it's how you finish. Yes, I know that a lot of people are calling for Carson Beck to be benched after one game. I mean, they want to, they're ready to put, Brock Vandagriff in. But yeah, I mean, he didn't play terrible. I mean, either. It was 21 of 31 for almost 300 yards, a touchdown, no interceptions. So, I mean, yeah, he did get better in the second half. So, I mean, yeah, I'm not ready to give up on Carson yet. I'm not ready to. A lot of people want to throw Bobo under the bus. Already want him gone. I'm not about to give up on a Bobo either. So. But anyway, let's see, and then Alabama beat Middle Tennessee 56-7. So I mean, again, what more do you want from them anyway? I mean, I mean, like, 400 something yards. Yeah, didn't even get 500 yards. Alabama didn't. Yeah, we had more, more yards of offense. They had more points. So, uh, anyway, so now Michigan, yeah, struggled with East Carolina. Yeah, 30-3. Really, their their run game. Wasn't much to look at. I mean, their run game was was disappointing. So, and then talk about teams that struggle. What about Ohio State? Yeah, 23-3 against Indiana. I mean, yeah, you struggled. Didn't even hit 400 yards against in Indiana. I mean, Amal, what are you doing? I mean, yeah, y'all need to get it together. Anything else to talk about? Yeah. Now let's talk about teams that scored a lot of points. The Oregon scored 81 on Portland State. Yes, 81 points. They had like 10 yards per play. Yeah, so about 10 yards per pass, 10 yards per run. So over 700, really almost 800 yards of offense for Oregon. And then Oklahoma 73-0 over Arkansas State. Yeah, Butch Jones was crying. Yeah, so I mean maybe the bigger number was that 0. Yeah, it was like Oklahoma's defense looking a lot better this year than they did last year. I knew that Brent Venables was going to turn it around, but anyway, but yeah, I'm I mean Oklahoma, looking a lot better on offense too. Let's see, yeah, Syracuse, yeah, beat Colgate, yeah, 65-0. Yeah, I didn't think of Syracuse as a team that was going to score 60 plus on anybody, but let's see, and then USC 6-14 over Nevada. Yeah, defense looking much better, especially the run defense. Only gave up like 1.3 yards per carry as opposed to 7.3 against given up to San Jose State. So, but I mean, still gave up over 300 pass yards though. All right, yeah. Let's see. Oklahoma State, yeah, struggled with Central Arkansas. Only beat them 27-13. But I mean, we knew they weren't going to be very good this year. So let's see. Arizona State, yeah, barely beat Southern Utah. And that could be the only game they win all year. About Arizona, yeah, beating Northern Arizona. I know that you needed this win because you lost to them last time. Let's see. How about the new the new group? I mean, the new Big 12 teams. Yeah, I mean UCF and Cincinnati. Both looking the part of a Power 5 team. UCF like 56-6 over Kent State, and then Cincinnati 66-14 over Eastern Kentucky. So yeah, Washington looked good against Boise State. What was it like? Scored like 50 something to like 16 or whatever it was. Yeah, Michael Penix, threw for over 400 yards. 5 touchdowns, you know. And yeah, and then Caleb Williams, the same thing with Nevada. So, I mean, while we're on the subject of the Pac-12, right? Yeah, how about Penn State uh, against West Virginia? Yeah, Penn State 38-15 over West Virginia. So, and I mean, we knew West Virginia wasn't going to be very good. Let's see. Yeah. Drew Alar looked good. 300 something yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. He looked good in his first ever start. Let's talk about Rice in Texas. Yeah, why does Rice play Texas? Yeah. Anyway, so it was like 37-10. Yeah, and I think the biggest takeaway from this is that Arch Manning, not the backup, he's the third string. Yeah, Malik Murphy was the quarterback that came in the second half. So, and then in the first game at Rice for JT Daniels playing for his fourth different school. So, anyways, let's talk some more about the SEC. Looks like in the SEC, let's see, Mississippi State 48-7 over Southeast Louisiana. And, goodbye to the air raid. Yeah, no more Mike Leach offense. They ran it more times than they threw it, ran for more yards than you passed for. They actually ran for almost 300 yards. So, I mean, yeah, very good. Yeah, no more air raid. Speaking of the air raid, let's go back to the Big Ten. How about, gotta talk about Wisconsin real quick, 38-17 over Buffalo. Really was struggling in the first half, so. But, I mean, they only threw for like 100 and something yards. It was mostly on the ground. Yeah, over 300 yards rushing. Yeah, just decided the second half just turned to the run and just ran all over both Buffalo, both Chez Malusi and Braylon Allen, both over 100 yards. So, I mean, so yeah, so much for Wisconsin was supposed to sling the ball over the yard, but no, there's gonna to stick with the run game. Anyways, now this is concerning. Yes, Arkansas did absolutely obliterate was it Western Carolina 56-7, but I mean their run game was just not very good. I mean Rocket Sanders had like 40 something yards. You hardly. You could barely run the ball. Against Western Carolina. That's not good. Anyway, yeah, Virginia. Yeah, Tennessee was like 49-13 over Virginia. Yeah, they look good. So, especially running the ball. Tennessee had a great run game going. So. Let's see. Yeah, and how about Texas A&M, 52-10 over New Mexico, not struggling on offense this time. And yes, and yes, Bobby Petrino is calling the plays, so he's in fact in control of the offense. Looks like Jimbo is taking his hands off. So. Yes, A&M looked really good. Let's see. Want to make sure I'm not. Oh yeah, not. Oh yeah, that's right. I almost forgot. Yeah. Texas Tech. What happened? how you lose to Wyoming in overtime. I mean, yeah, I was wrong about Texas Tech. I thought they could, contend for the Big 12, but yeah, oh yeah. How about Florida? Yeah, Florida. Yeah. Well, let's do let's hit Ole Miss first. Ole Miss 73 points on Mercer, so I mean that's good. But anyway, yeah, Notre Dame was like 56-3 over. Was it Tennessee Tech? So yeah, no surprise there. Notre Dame looking good. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Florida. If Florida was terrible, you had like 16 rushing yards. Yes, 16. I mean, you were so good at running the ball last year. Yes, Graham Mertz threw for over 300 yards. Most of it in the second half. So, yeah, it really didn't matter. No Cam Rising, no problem. You had a third string quarterback. Yes, you lost to a third string quarterback. So yeah, this is not a good week for the SEC. 1-3 now against non-conference Power 5 opponents. So yeah, but anyway, so I'm going to let that be it. So let me know what you think in the comments below. And thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all again next time.